Today we're taking a look at these WNBA matches, which are happening on Sunday, July 23, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. You will find the link to our Patreon in the description and comments section below. Phoenix Mercury vs Washington Mystics. The Phoenix Mercury faced off with the Chicago Sky and notched a win by a score of 80-62 in their last game. Phoenix walked away from the contest having earned a 45.6% FG percentage, 31 of 68, and buried 9 of their 23-point shots. When they shot from the free throw line, the Mercury converted 9 of their 10 tries for a percentage of 90.0%. When it comes to hauling and boards, they earned 40 with 11 of them being offensive. They also recorded 19 assists in this contest, as well as forcing the other team into 13 turnovers and getting 5 steals. Concerning defense, Phoenix allowed 34.2% from the floor on 26 out of 76 shooting. Chicago recorded 15 assists and had 13 steals in this game. Moreover, Chicago collected 37 rebounds, 15 offensive, 22 defensive, and got 6 blocked shots. Chicago walked away from this one shooting 61.5% from the free throw line by knocking down 8 of their 13 attempts. They also converted 2 of 21 tries from beyond the arc. Shea Petty is a player who was a contributor for this game. She was able to score 20 points on 7 out of 11 shooting. She was on the hardwood for 21 minutes played and also snagged 6 rebounds. Petty finished the game at 63.6% from the floor and also earned 1 assist. Phoenix enters this contest with a win-loss mark of 6-15 for the season. They cough up possession 15.9 times per game, and as a team they commit 20.1 fouls per game. As a team, Phoenix is collecting 30.7 boards per game and has earned 413 dimes so far this year, which ranks 5th in the WNBA in terms of passing. The Mercury are shooting 32.4% from downtown, 142 of 438, and 80.4% from the free throw line. They currently have an average of 76.7 points per outing, 12th in the league, while hitting 44.6% from the floor. On defense, the Mercury are forcing 12.1 turnovers per game, and they draw 17.9 personal fouls. They rank 8th in the league in giving up assists with 423 conceded so far this season. The Mercury defensively are giving up an opponent field goal percentage of 43.3%, 254 of 376, and they surrender 34.5 boards per contest as a unit. They give up 33.9% on 3-point shots, and they rank 8th in the league in PPG allowed, 83.8. Our team pick is Phoenix. In their last game, the Washington Mystics took a defeat with a final score of 82-76 when they played the Indiana Fever. The Mystics pulled down 26 defensive boards and 6 offensive rebounds, totaling 32 for the game. They also gave up possession 15 times, while getting 7 steals for this game. The Fever had 20 personal fouls in the game, which got the Mystics to the free throw line for 14 shots. They were able to bury 10 of the free throws for a percentage of 71.4%. When discussing shots from three-point land, Washington buried 8 out of 25 attempts, 32.0%. When the final whistle blew, the Mystics went 29 for 65 from the field, which had them shooting 44.6%. The Mystics permitted the Fever to convert 28 out of 64 attempts from the floor, which gave them a shooting percentage of 43.8% for the game. They wrapped up this game 33.3% from three-point land by going 8 of 24 and ended up going 18 out of 21 at the charity stripe, 85.7%. In the matter of rebounding, Washington permitted Indiana to pull down 32 in all, 6 on the offensive glass. Washington has a record of 11-9 this season. In terms of offensive execution, the Mystics are connecting on 43.2% from the floor, which is 7th in the WNBA. Washington has 1,621 PTS so far this season, 81.1 per contest, and they snag 33.4 rebounds per game. They are assisting teammates 18.7 times per game, 10th in basketball, and they lose possession by turning the ball over 12.6 times per game. The Mystics have committed 19.4 fouls per contest, and they shoot 83.1% from the charity stripe. Our total pick is over. Indiana Fever vs New York Liberty. Barclays Center is the site wherein the New York Liberty, 14-5, will take on the Indiana Fever, 6-15, on Sunday. The Indiana Fever faced off with the Washington Mystics and walked away with a win by a score of 82-76 in their last contest. Indiana walked away from the contest having earned a 43.8% field goal percentage, 28 out of 64, and converted 8 out of their 24 shots from beyond the arc. When they shot from the free throw line, the Fever made 18 of their 21 attempts for a percentage of 85.7%. In regard to hauling in boards, they collected 32 with 6 of them being offensive. They also doled out 22 dimes in this contest, as well as forcing 15 turnovers and getting 7 steals. With respect to the defense, Indiana let their opponent shoot 44.6% from the field on 29 out of 65 shooting. Washington recorded 6 dimes and had 7 steals in the game. Furthermore, Washington pulled down 32 rebounds, 6 offensive, 26 defensive, and got 6 blocks. Washington shot 71.4% from the charity stripe by making 10 of 14 tries. They made 8 out of their 25 shots from distance. Kelsey Mitchell is a player who was a contributor in the game. She ended up scoring 18 points on 7 out of 13 shooting. She saw the court for 38 minutes played and totaled 1 board. Mitchell walked away from this one shooting 53.8% from the field and also distributed 5 assists. Indiana enters this game with a record of 6-15 so far this season. They turn it over 13.5 times per game and as a basketball team are committing 21.2 fouls per contest. As a unit, Indiana is pulling in 35.5 rebounds per game and has 386 dimes so far this season, which ranks 10th in the league in terms of passing the ball. The Fever are shooting 32.2% on 3-point shots, 132 of 410, and 79.3% from the free throw line. They average 82.1 points per game, 6th in basketball, while going 44.2% from the field. When they are on defense, the Fever are forcing their opponents into 12.4 turnovers per contest, while drawing 18.1 personal fouls. They are relinquishing 35.7% on shots from beyond the perimeter, while they are 10th in the league in points per game allowed, 85.5. The Fever are giving up a FG percentage of 44.1%, 261 of 380, and they surrender 33.1 rebounds per game as a basketball team. They are ranked 10th in basketball in allowing assists with 429 surrendered so far this year. Our team pick is New York. When they last stepped on the court, the New York Liberty took a loss by a final score of 98-88 when they played the Dallas Wings. The Liberty collected 28 defensive boards and 8 offensive rebounds totaling 36 in the game. They coughed it up 13 times, but didn't have a steal. The Wings earned 16 fouls for the contest, which took the Liberty to the charity stripe for a total of 12 attempts. They were able to bury 11 of the free throw tries for a percentage of 91.7%. When discussing shots from beyond the arc, New York buried 13 out of their 30 tries, 43.3%. When all was said and done, the Liberty shot 32 for 70 from the floor, which gave them a percentage of 45.7%. The Liberty permitted the Wings to convert 38 out of their 80 attempts from the floor, which left them shooting 47.5% in this game. New York has a record of 14-5 for the season. The Liberty commit 17.9 fouls per contest, and they shoot 83.2% from the charity stripe. Their rate of dishing out assists is at 24.3 times per contest, first in the league, and they cough up possession 14.2 times per game. New York has tallied 1,668 PTS for the year, 87.8 per game, and they grab 36.8 boards per game. When it comes to offensive execution, the Liberty are hitting on 45.5% from the field, which is ranked 2nd in basketball. The Liberty defensively are ranked 6th in the league in points per game surrendered with 82.1. They have forced 12.1 turnovers on a nightly basis and have let teams shoot 42.4% from the floor, 3rd in basketball. The New York defense surrenders 35.1% on shots from beyond the arc, 141 of 402, and opponents are connecting on 78.1% of their shots from the free throw line. They have relinquished 18.8 assists and 34.7 boards per game, ranking them 1st and 6th in the WNBA. Our total pick is over.